fact is that schools, particularly in the North, are more segregated today than they were in 1954 when the Supreme Court rendered its decision outlawing segregation. I'm not trying to solve these problems. We've got to rise up. We've got to organize. We've got to mobilize. And we've got to work to solve these problems.
Martin Luther King, poor boy, is under the influence of the Foxes. I should say under the control of the Foxes, and has been used by the Foxes to lead the poor sheep right to the slaughter.
When you say power structure, I know you mean the white power structure, because that's all we have in America.
I, for one, will join in with anyone, don't care what color you are, as long as you want to change this miserable condition that exists on this earth. Thank you.
Well, if they had not killed Malcolm X, probably the Black Panther Party would not have evolved. So we went down to the War on Poverty office, 3 blocks from my house. It's right there in North Oakland. And we sit down and decided right there by October 15th to start writing out this 10-point platform and program for this new organization.
The point was to show the community how the community could empower itself and how the community could organize.
It's always been a society of working-class whites pitted against blacks. They had nothing else they could do but be police and try to come out of their Oklahoma Dust Bowl, I'm gonna kick your ass nigger kind of attitude.
You had people such as Mimar Baraka, which was known as Leroy Jones at that time. You had Kwame Ture, which was Stokely Carmichael at that time. And you had Rap Brown, and you had Sonia Sanchez, all those different people. It was through going through the Black House I came in contact with some brothers named Huey and Bobby who used to come through there from time to time.
May 2nd, 1967, when I led a delegation to the California State Legislature, 24 males and 6 females, I read Executive Mandate Number 1, written by myself, Huey Newton, and Eldridge Cleveland.
The Black Panther Party for Self-Defense calls upon the American people in general, and the black people in particular, to take careful note of the racist California legislature, which is now considering legislation aimed at keeping the black people disarmed and powerless. At the very same time, racist police agencies throughout the country are intensifying the terror, brutality, murder, and repression of black people.
That gave us international notoriety because we were arrested, then we was all bailed out the next day or so, etc., and boom.
Get your hands up.
At a traffic stop, an altercation occurred. A police officer was killed, Huey Newton was wounded, and went to jail.
I will be freed, providing that we're successful in the battle that we're engaged in now, and that is to revolutionize the court system. It all depends upon this problem.
Black is beautiful. Free and our war is free. Free Black is beautiful. Free and our war is free. Free Black is beautiful. Free and our war is free. Free off the pig. No more brothers in jail. Off the pig. The pigs are gonna catch hell. Off the pig. No more brothers in jail. Off the pig. Pigs are gonna catch hell. Off the pig. Revolution has come. Off the pig. Revolution has come. Off the pig. Time to pick up the gun. Off the pig. Revolution has come. Off the pig.
Peoples of the world are demanding that Huey P. Newton be set free. So in defense of our lives, for the survival of black people and human beings of the world, we all say in solidarity that Huey P. Newton must be set free or the sky is the limit around the world. Dress and cover. Your arms up there. Dress and cover. What are you?
Let people know that it is necessary that we must unify on all levels. In all the areas of oppression, we must deal with them. That right here in the confines of racist America, racism must be stopped.
Slave. There's no such thing as second-class citizenship.
We're going to commit troops to the Vietnamese people, the National Liberation Front, to fight the cowardly American aggressor.
Who's
and
that?
the Black Panther Party.
Panthers.
That's right.
We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
And then a man with a rifle blew his head open. And from the apartments and the ghettos and slums of America, and all the places he'd been, you put it on a map, and the places that Dr. King had been is where they came out in rage.
Get your hands up.
Our brother Martin Luther King exhausted a means of nonviolence with his life being taken by some racist. What is being done to us is what we hate, and what happened to Martin Luther King is what we hate. We must defend ourselves, as Malcolm X said, by any means necessary.
We feel that the police must be brought under control by any means necessary, including through force of arms. And we have never bit our tongue about that. We say it now loud and clear. We will always say it. We're not afraid to say it, that these racist Gestapo pigs have to stop brutalizing our community, or we're going to take up guns, we're going to drive them out.
It is time that everybody understands that the Black Panther Party has not been trying to shuck and jive anybody. We've been trying to move this struggle from a lower to a higher level. All the people who sacrificed their lives in all organizations, not only the Black Panther Party, who are political prisoners, etc., must be defended. We understand that fascism exists in America. And we are going to create, and we're going to put together, and the years coming, and the work that faces us in the years coming, the very near future, an American Liberation Front to combat the avaricious businessman, the demagogic politician, and the fascist pig cops who murder, brutalize, and terrorize the people.
As long as the masses of black people are involved in the struggle for freedom, not integration, but freedom and respect as human beings, respect as men, and show that they're willing to die to be respected as men, then the power structure sits up and takes notice.